not believe that they should be in one of those other places, aged 15, rather than in Perth, which I'm sure for a 15-year-old feels like the end of the earth at certain moments. So they're the stories we wanted to tell. There are two parts to then telling those stories. One of them is the content, the artistic content of the festival and the presentation of that art. And of course, that's fantastically important. And again, that's what I think festivals focus on. And the other part is storytelling, communication, brochures, collateral, customers, relationship management systems. It's about how you get those stories to people. And actually, and this I'm not sure is a very popular thought in the world, I'm not 100% convinced that there's not something as valuable about people knowing the stories as experiencing them directly. I don't think that marketing, communication is just a means to an end. I don't believe our communications team's job is to just get people into the room to buy tickets for the show. I think more people read our brochure than go to our festival around the world. I think a lot of audiences around the world have a perception of Perth that's influenced by the stories we're telling, and therefore, actually that's vital. So it's not a means to an end, it's not sell more tickets, it's actually about tell the stories and how do we communicate. And I think that changes the relationship a bit in what I hope is a good way. So that's basically the vision that I approached the festival with. I'm there for another 3 years, unless I screw it up or the press hates me, because that's always a possibility. And the job over the next 3 years is to continue to find, in effect, the symphonic shape of the festival. A lot of the language I've found a bit difficult, being a foreigner, and Brad's job, a lot of it has been about training me up in some of the ways that Australians use language and the language I should be using. One of the things is, when somebody says to me, what's the shape of the programme? What do you think will be the shape of your first programme? I think what that means is symphonic shape. How do you start? What are the rhythms going through it? It's a symphony, not a chamber work. It has leitmotifs, it has movements, it has adagios. Actually, what the question meant, what's the shape of the programme, means what's the size of the brochure? How many pages? Because we're in Perth and we need to order the paper 6 months in advance. Who the hell knew that? I'm not even going to get into the number of ways that Australians use the word shit. And some of them mean it's a good thing, some of them mean it's a bad thing. It shits me to tears. Wow, it's one afternoon for you, it's an entire lifetime for Brad Martin. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. At the moment I will come back and